Hello everyone and welcome to understand the topic Exponents and Powers. Now this is also a repetition of a chapter that you have already read in grade 7th, but there are some modifications to that chapter and it's a very interesting chapter as well. Now let us begin with the chapter. Let's see what all content part we are taking in this chapter. First, we need to know about what is a power, what are the exponents. We'll also include some power with the negative exponent. Remaining portion is there from 7th grade as it is, but this is a new topic to you. That is negative exponents. Also certain laws of exponents, and we will also understand how to use these exponents to express small numbers in the large numbers and vice versa. That is comparison of very large and very small numbers also. So let us begin with the chapter. Now, what are the exponents and what do they indicate? Here the exponent tells us how many times a particular number is being multiplied by itself, and we write the complete thing in an exponential form, and we can write it as, suppose 10 raised to the power 4. Here 4 is the power and 10 is the base. So any number can be written in exponential form with a base and a power. The whole format 10 to the power of 4, we call this form as exponential form. And now here we notice one thing, that the exponent in the previous question, in the previous example, was 4 and it is a positive number. But is it necessary that always the power needs to be a positive number, or it can be a negative number also? Yes, it can be a negative number as well. But when it was written 10 raised to the power 4, what does this mean? It means that 10 is multiplied by itself. Itself means by 10. And how many times? 4 times, because the power was 4. So power indicate the times by which that base is being multiplied by itself. Now, some powers with the negative exponents. That means it's not necessary always that the power need to be positive. We may have a negative power also. Now we know 10 raised to 2 is 10 times 10. Okay, 10 raised to 1 is 10. That means we are just using 10. So remember, whenever with any number there is no power written there, that means the power of that number is 1. Similarly, if I write 10 raised to the power 0, now any number raised to the power 0 will be written as 1. So just imagine, just relate these things. 10 raised to 2 means 10 times 10. 10 raised to 1 means 1 time 10. And 10 raised to 0 means there is no 10, that means there is only 1. So remember, whenever the exponent of any number, whenever the power of any number is 0, we say it is equal to 1. So in general we can say a raised to the power 0 will be 1. Now if we goes like negative also, now here we were multiplying 10 by 10. Now 10 by 10, 10 by 1 and just 1. Now if we divide 1 by 10, how we can write it in exponential notation? As we just write it 10 raised to the power minus 1. So remember, in the denominator, what is the power of this 10? You can easily see there is no power of this 10. That means still we can say that the power is 1. And now when this 10 raised to 1 from denominator, it shifts to the numerator. That means the power now become minus 1. So from 1 the exponent become negative. So in general we can have a law here, that if there is any number which is in the denominator with the power of 1, we just shift it to the numerator and make its power negative. So 1 upon a can be written as a raised to the power minus 1. This is a very important law and we will use it now frequently. Now this shows that any non-negative 0 integer a with negative exponent m can be written as a raised to the power minus m. How you can write it as 1 over a whole raised to the power m. That means if there is any negative power, we can write it as reciprocal of the number. 10 means 10 upon 1, and when we reciprocal it, we get 1 upon 10, and the negative power is changed to a positive power. So a raised to minus m can be written as 1 upon a and whole raised to the power of m. Now this become one of the law of exponent.
To watch the complete video, download the Upbind educational app from Play Store and App Store.